Imagine being told that your dreams are no longer allowed. Imagine watching your younger sister, your cousin, or your friend, a girl full of hope, being told she does not deserve to learn, to grow, or to chase her ambitions. For millions of Afghan women and girls, this is not imagination. This is reality. This is Mina. She's my cousin. One day, she packed her school bag for the last time without knowing it. She was in 7th grade when the Taliban returned to power. From that moment, her education stopped. Mina dreamed of going to university. She dreamed to build a better life, not only for herself, but for her family too. Today, that dream has been taken away because she's a girl and she was born in Afghanistan. Freedom is not defined by what we can do, but by what we are allowed to become. Freedom is having a voice that is heard. Freedom is having a choice that's respected. Freedom is being able to learn, to dream, and to grow into the person that you imagine yourself to be. Freedom is the quiet confidence of knowing that your life belongs to you. It is truly an honor to be here among you wonderful people who believe in peace, humanity, and democracy. No matter which country we came from or what language we speak. Being here reminds me that even though the world is full of differences, our values can unite us. However, believing in peace is not enough. It requires action, courage, and persistence. Today, I'm here to share a story, my story, but also the story of millions of girls who continue to fight for the simple right to live freely. This is the story of a nation where they are peace lovers. However, peace became a dream for them. I was born and raised in Afghanistan, a country with rich history, legacy of resilience, and warm, strong people. I grew up in a time when I could attend a school, dream about my future, and imagine the person I wanted to become. I remember waking up excited for class, holding my books tightly, and believing that education would open a door for a better life. But everything changed in August 2021, when the government collapsed and the Taliban returned to power. It felt like our entire world was closing on girls and women. The future I had imagined myself suddenly taken away. Girls were no longer allowed to attend universities and schools. Women were removed from their jobs. We were told to stay home, to be silent, to disappear. It's a pain I cannot describe. To understand what is happening in Afghanistan, we must understand how quickly freedom can vanish. The Taliban initially emerged as a group identifying themselves as students. Today, they systematically deny education for millions of girls and women. During their first period of rule, women were largely excluded from public life. Although there was a brief period of hope. This progress collapsed rapidly in 2021. Rights that had taken decades to establish were dismantled in an alarmingly short time. Afghanistan now stands as a painful reminder. Freedom is fragile. In 2021, years of progress were undone almost overnight. Today, Afghanistan is the only country in the world where girls are banned from secondary education and women are banned from universities. They cannot go to gyms, parks, or restaurants. They cannot travel freely. Their dreams are paused, not by choice, but by force. These women are asking for the basic right to learn, to work, and to exist freely. In July 2022, I was lucky to receive a scholarship to pursue my bachelor degree in computer science. It was a moment of hope in a time of darkness. But this opportunity came with enormous challenges. Under the Taliban rule, women cannot travel without official documents and must be accompanied by a male family member. To leave Afghanistan, I had to obtain medical visa to Pakistan. That meant gathering every medical document from my entire life. Hospital records, test results, prescription, hospital records, anything that could justify my travel. My brother accompanied me. Together, we began the journey to the Torkham border, a 5-hour drive with fear and uncertainty. I will never forget that day. I wore a long blue burqa that covered all my entire body, even my eyes. I could see through tiny holes in my face covering. I held my breath every time we passed a checkpoint. My hands were shaking, and I tried to hide it from my brother. I kept telling myself, just one more step, just one more minute, just hold on. The border was extremely dangerous. Many Afghans are stopped, questioned, or returned back. We finally crossed into Pakistan. Leaving my family, my home, and my country was heartbreaking. But I carried with me the dreams of every Afghan girl who believe in education. Since arriving in the United States, I have been able to study freely. I can attend classes, raise my hands, express my opinions, and walk across campus without fear. These may seem as simple things, but for Afghan women, these are forbidden. Today, I'm standing here, not only for myself, but for all Afghan women and girls whose voices have been silenced. I'm asking for education. I'm asking for justice. I'm asking for the right to be recognized as a human being. I'm asking for a future where human rights and dignity are respected. After 4 long years, we need action. Not only from governments, but from organizations, communities, and individuals who believe in human rights. We must stop supporting wars and violences that are justified by race, religion, geography, wealth, or poverty. We must understand that every human being, regardless of their background, deserve a chance to live freely and safely. Human dignity is not optional, it is universal. The real solution begins by keeping Afghan women learning, even when the schools are closed. Support teachers, families, and communities who create safe spaces for education. Provide books, technologies, and opportunities, and demand that the international community put pressure on the Taliban to respect women's right to education and work. Each small step, one lesson, one story shared, one opportunity can change a girl's life. The story of Afghan women is not the story of weakness. It is the story of courage, resilience, sacrifice, and hope. It is the story of millions of girls who refuse to give up, even when the world tells them to stop dreaming. By sharing my story, I refuse to remain silent. I speak to those who cannot. I stand for those who are unseen. And I carry with me the voice every day. And together, I believe we can help turn their dreams into reality. In the end, I want to tell about my niece. She wants to become an attorney, brave, strong, and ready to serve. But today, her dream remains a question. Will she ever allow to fulfill her dream? For Mina, for Tasnim, for millions of girls like them, dreaming should never be illegal. Thank you.